Hello, welcome back to the tutorial on plotting graphs, scatter plot, histogram and box plot. By the end of this tutorial, you will be able to how to make a scatter plot, histogram and a box plot for the given data. Here is our data set. Let's say we want to explore if there seems to be a relationship between sale price of a house and its flat area. That is, how does the selling price change as the area of the house changes? Scatter plot is an excellent way to visualize and discover such patterns. We write the code as plt.scatter x equal to raw housing data and then in square brackets flat area in square feet, y equal to raw housing data and then in square brackets sale price and then comma color equal to red. In the next line we write plt.xlabel area, then plt.ylabel in brackets selling price. Now, moving ahead, we write plt.title as selling price versus area. And at the end, we write plt.show. Now press Ctrl and Enter and we get our desired scatter plot. You may notice a trend that it does look like that sale price of a house increases with increase in its area, which is expected. Let's plot two more plots based on bathrooms and age of house. Similarly, you can plot the scatter plot between selling price and any other numerical value and see what you discover. Next, let's create a histogram. You may recall that histogram is used to plot frequency count or simply count of records over the range of values a variable can have. We remember that minimum value for age of house was 3 years and maximum value was 118 years. Let's say you want to find out how is the data distributed or spread between this range. That is, you want to find out the age distribution of the houses. That is, how many houses are in the range of 3 to 15 years, how many between 15 and 25 years, and so on. This helps you get an idea of the data if it is spread uniformly or skewed towards lower value or towards higher value or towards mean value. To create a histogram, we divide the data in bins. Bins divide the entire range of values for a numeric variable in n equal parts, where n is specified by us, and count the number of records present in each of those parts. So, if we wish to divide the age of house data in 10 bins, it would create 10 equal intervals, that is 3 to 14.5, 14.5 to 26, 26 to 37.5, 37.5 to 49, and so on. And it would count the number of records belonging to each interval. So if it shows approximately 2700 on y-axis against bin 26 to 37.5, that means there were approximately 2700 records in the dataset, where the age of the house was between 26 and 37.5, and so on. So we write the code as plt.hist raw housing data age of the house in years, comma bins equal to 10. Now press Ctrl and Enter and the graph will be created. The graph will also display the intervals using which it has grouped the data. Like before, you may customize the graph and make it visually more appealing. As we can see, the data is more skewed towards lower values. That is, there are more houses which were newer and lesser in age compared to the number of houses which are older. Other than histogram, we can use box plot also to see how data for a numerical value is spread or distributed over the range. So let's create a box plot for age of house. We type plt.boxplot raw housing data age of house in years. Now press Ctrl plus enter and we have our box plot with the descriptive statistics like mean, median, quartiles, etc. etc. Here again, you can see that size of the lower whisker, that is distance between minimum value and first quartile, is smaller than upper whisker, that is distance between third quartile and maximum value. This also indicates the same finding, that the data is more skewed or centered around lower values than the higher values. Now, wasn't that fun? Using Python, we can create a lot of different types of graphs and you can customize them for a better understanding and visualization of the data. However, as we said before, don't create graphs for the sake of it. Always start with a specific question that you want to answer or a specific information that you want to find, and then think of the most appropriate graph for that question. So that's it in this tutorial. See you in the next one.